soft, gentle nature, her positive attitude, and her very calming meditations. She's always there to answer your questions despite of her busy schedules, and she's full of energy. Before we start the program, I have a few announcements to make. We will request if you can put your name, number, and your email addresses in the chat box. It will help us to inform you for the future events, and this information will not be shared with anybody else. Also, during the session, if you have any questions, you can enter in the chat box, and Sister Kanishta will address at the end of the program. Now I will invite Sister Kanishta to teach us the meditation of our inner peace. Om Shanti, Sister Kanishta.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Sister Suman, for lovely introduction. And welcome everyone once again. It's such a lovely evening and good to see all of you. So beautifully you all are sitting in your places far away, but it feels as if you are sitting right in front of me. Do you feel the same way? You all are right here together, right? Okay. So we have been doing these sessions mainly targeted on the world situation which we are in. We are seeing so much is going on in today's world. The focus of everyone is on this one word, Corona, Corona, Corona. Everywhere we are listening to this word, but this word is actually bringing so much of negative energy in people. And we see everywhere people are so worried, so much anxiety, so much of stress, so much of tension is going on. So we have discussed how amidst such negative energy, we can really create positive energy, positive environment, so that we can not only help ourselves, but we can help everyone else around us. And of course, if everyone else is also getting the same energy that I am creating, then we together can create a beautiful, positive world.
Oh, this is like my second turn.
Please mute. I don't know, for some reason I tried to mute everyone, but still I feel that some of you are able to unmute yourself. So please check and mute so that there is no disturbance for everyone. So what I was saying, that it's so important to create positive energy in this current situation. Because if everyone can take this initiative that, yes, I want to create positive energy. If everyone creates maybe a little bit of energy, positive energy, then we all can together create that, we can become like critical mass, and we can together create positive energy to heal the world. The whole world is in crisis. And I remember the chief of the Brahma Kumari's organization, she actually left her physical body in the month of March this year. And one of the things that she would share is that the crisis out there is always going to be, some or the other crisis is always going to be there. But we have no control over the crisis that is out there. But the crisis that we have control over is in the mind. We can control our own mind. If we control this crisis, then it is very easy for us to stay safe, stay calm in such situations. So basically, where we have to focus, that's very important. In the last session, we talked about that this world is like a big cloud, dark cloud. And we say that every cloud has a silver lining, right? We have heard this saying for so many years, so many decades maybe, that every cloud has a silver lining. But when the situation comes, when we see the world is like a big dark cloud, we need to question ourselves. Where is my focus? Am I focusing on the darkness of the cloud, or am I focusing on the silver lining? This is a very important time for all of us to focus on the silver lining, not on the dark cloud. Because if we focus our attention on this dark cloud, then what will happen? What will happen? We will be creating negative energy of fear, negative energy of hatred, maybe worry, like I pointed out so many things in the beginning, negativity. So we don't want that. Nobody wants to have a negative environment, right? We want to focus on the positivity. So I again request you, please mute your mics. Can you please? Okay. So let's take a moment. Let's take a moment to focus on that silver lining. We all together, instead of focusing on the darkness that is out there in the world, let's together take this moment to just focus on what is good in this current situation. People have so many questions. What's going to happen? The future is not going to be the same. The world is not going to be the same. So much of uncertainty, so many questions. What is going to be the new normal? So forget about all these doubtful questions for a moment and just relax. Take this moment to remember that beautiful things are going to come. There is a beautiful saying that wherever your attention goes, energy flows. And wherever energy flows, life grows. You must have heard this statement. Now is the time for all of us to practically put this saying into our practice, day-to-day practice. Where do I want to focus on? I want to focus only and only on positive things that are just going to come. Just like after a big storm, there is silence. So now focus your attention on that calmness, that golden world, beautiful world that is going to come very soon. This is the time to really calm my own mind. And the best way to calm your mind is by remembering, by reminding who you are. Say to yourself in your mind, very gently, I am a peaceful being. I am a peaceful being. And let this thought penetrate deep into the core of your being. Because that is where, in the core, lies deep peace. In the core lies positive energy. That is the source. So say to yourself in your mind, very silently, again, I am a peaceful soul. I am a peaceful soul. Allow this energy to flow in your mind. And through your mind, let this energy flow in your whole physical body. Every cell of your body is receiving this beautiful, peaceful energy that you are creating just now. Remember, you have the power to create your own energy, both positive and negative. The choice is yours. What do you want to create right now? And you have already chosen to create positive energy. So allow yourself to feel this energy of peace. As your mind begins to calm down, entire space, wherever you are, becomes calmer, peaceful, and very quiet. So just stay here in this calm and peaceful environment as we move forward and learn a little bit more about how to maintain peace amidst chaos. Om Shanti. For those who are new, Om Shanti means Om means I am, Shanti means peace. So when you say Om Shanti, you are creating beautiful energy of peace. Om Shanti. Okay. So, why we chose this topic from Corona to Core? Because when I was thinking how it is so important to go to that place, right place, to get the right thing that we want. And we all are, everyone in the world is looking for what? Everyone is looking for peace, right? So core, when we talk about core, the meaning of core is that original thing, the central part, right? Core means, for example, if you take maybe simple vegetable like cabbage, if you peel all the layers outside, the covering, the very core is the center part. And that is so pure. That is not touched by anyone else. It is considered to be very hygienic. You don't even have to wash, right? It is so pure. Similarly, if we think about this core, there is part in each one of us that is very pure, that is not touched by anything external. And that is the place where I need to go in order to experience that peace, in order to get that peace that I am looking for. But in order to reach there, I just getting back to the example of cabbage, in order to reach to the core of the cabbage, you have to peel away all the layers, outside layers, right? Without peeling, I won't be able to reach the core, right? So if we think about, maybe if you want to get more understanding of this core, we have to really peel away all the layers of the labels. We can call these layers as labels. We all attach ourselves to many different labels in life. For example, if I ask you, who are you? What will you say? Maybe you will tell me your name, That is one label. My name is this and this, right? And then if I ask you, okay, tell me more about yourself. Maybe you will say, I'm a nurse, or I am a doctor, or I am an engineer, right? So that is another label. That is your profession, right? That is the next label. Maybe if I ask you, okay, tell me more about yourself. Maybe you can say, you will say, I am a mother of 2 children, or I am grandmother of 10 children, or whatever, right? So that is another label. And if I ask you more about you, or maybe you will say that maybe I am a Hindu, or I am a Christian, or I am Sikh, or whatever. But that is another label. That is the religion that you practice, the profession that you practice. So all these labels are like layers. There are so many labels. These are just few examples that I gave to you. If I really want to reach to the core of my being, to that space where peace resides. Not just peace, actually peace is definitely there, because that is the main thing that everyone is looking for. And then everything else is also there. Last time we talked about compassion and kindness and generosity. All these beautiful virtues, they are in the core of our being. And everyone is looking for that. Is there anybody who says, I want anger in my life? Or I want hatred in my life? Or I want maybe whatever negative thing in my life? No, nobody wants those. Why? Because the very core of my being, that originality, originally, intrinsically, I am peace. And this is the reason why I am yearning for that peace. Because that peace is my property. It belongs to me. And I have lost that. That's why I am yearning. And why I have lost, how I have lost? Because I got trapped in these labels. I see myself not as that being, the core. I don't connect with that core, but I connect to this physical body. And if I stay connected to everything related to the physical body, am I going to experience peace that I'm looking for? I have to let go of all these layers if I really, really want to reach to that core. It's very important for me. Otherwise, I'll keep struggling. These labels are like obstacles. They won't allow me to reach to that core. So in meditation, what we do, we one by one, we peel away these layers. And we remind ourselves that I am not any of these. These are very temporary. These labels are temporary. They're not going to stay with me forever. Person who is in a very good position right now. What is happening in today's world? What we see, people are losing their jobs, and because of that, they have so much tension, so much stress, right? So tension arises. One of the things that we learn in this Raj Yoga meditation is that tension arises when we remove the A at the beginning of this letter, tension. We have to pay attention. If I want to get rid of my tension, then I have to pay attention to this core. If I keep my attention to this physical body, I will always be stressed. Everything related to this physical body is going to give me stress. So where should be my focus? Again, coming back to that silver lining in the cloud. So this is the silver lining, the core. And it is not just the silver lining, but actually it's like a gold mine of all virtues, all powers, everything that I'm looking for. That healing energy, these virtues, the treasures, they act like healing energy. Because if I generate this, I generate the energy of love, compassion, generosity, peace. How do you feel when you generate this kind of energy? Instantly you feel so happy, right? We all have that experience. If you become angry, how do you feel? And if you create energy of love, how do you feel? So much difference between the two. And it is in my hand. What do I want to generate? Everything depends on me. It's my choice. Right? So it's my choice. Today afternoon, I was thinking about, seeing the world out there as if there is a big hurricane that has come. It's like a silent hurricane that has come, that has attacked this world. When a big storm is supposed to come, then there are certain preparations that people are asked to do. You have to make certain preparations. So for this silent hurricane that has literally, it's affecting so many. The entire world is kind of shut down, right? So if we think about hurricane, there are strong winds, right? When hurricane comes, they bring with it strong winds, and we kind of name them. Hurricane Sandy is coming, or Hurricane Katrina is coming. They have different names, right? And then people are so afraid of the storm that is coming. But there is part of the storm, there is a place in that storm which is considered to be very safe. That is called as the eye of the storm. You all know about it, right? That the eye of the storm is considered to be the safest place. If you are right there, you will be very safe. You will not be affected by the strong winds, because that eye, that space, is considered to be that space where the winds are very calm. There is that is the place of safety, very peaceful and quiet space where you won't be harmed in any way. And you know why it is called as eye? Why that place is called as eye of the storm? Anybody has any idea? I was thinking about it, and actually, I found a beautiful image from NASA where they are showing the eye of the storm, because they say that portion as the eye because if you look at that space from up there from NASA, NASA people, they take pictures of the eye of the storm. Yes, I got a response that I is the calmest space. Yeah, but why I and not any other organ? Maybe why not ear, or why not nose, or anything else? Only I. Because through eyes we can see clearly, right? We can see things very clearly. So eye of the storm, when these scientists, when they took the pictures of the eye of the storm, they were able to see the surface of the ocean very clearly. And I'm going to share with you that picture of NASA. So it will give you an idea what I'm talking about. Let me see if I can share that picture with you, share that little clip with you. And you will see how the storm is coming, and that space that is considered to be the eye of the storm, scientists are able to take very clear picture of the ocean. Okay, can you see? You can chat maybe if you can see it. You can say yes. Okay, good. So let me show you this picture. This is just 3-minute clip. You can see the eye of the storm moving. The picture becomes so clear. Let's look at the clear picture now. So did you see how the picture was getting clearer and clearer. The storm was moving away, and the eye of the storm was so clear. So what we can learn from this? That at the very core of our being, that is the eye actually. And we have to focus on that eye, the eye of understanding. When we start to meditate, we are able to see things very clearly. And how we are able to see things clearly? Because why we are able to see things clearly? Because we are able to get rid of all the unwanted stuff, these labels that I was talking about. We are not attached to these labels, but we get this understanding, this third eye of understanding, that I am not any of these. These are very temporary identities. I have been using these identities for so long, and I never was able to achieve what I was looking for, that peace, that calmness. But the moment I use the third eye, that is the focus, the third eye of understanding, that third eye of wisdom, right? People talk about third eye, that their third eye got opened up and they were able to see everything clearly. So with meditation practice, little by little, we feel as if the third eye is opening up, opening up, opening up. And then we are able to reach where we wanted to go, to that space. Then we are no more affected by whatever is happening around me. Because I get this understanding that the crisis is out there. But if I keep my focus, if I continue to keep my focus there, the core, I will always be safe. So that is my safety point, that core, staying connected to the core. So I should not see with my physical eyes. What I see with my physical eyes, out there, I'll be seeing only and only chaos. But what I need to do right now is to use the third eye of understanding, and stay connected to the core of my being. Again and again, remind myself that I am this being, peaceful being, loving being, kind being, compassionate being. And if I continue to focus my attention on these thoughts, then what will happen? My focus is on these thoughts. So other thoughts of fear, anxiety, tension, worry will go away. They will not stay. They will not stay with me anymore. So this is the time for all of us to really focus on the eye of the storm. The big storm has come, the silent form, the silent hurricane of this corona. But if I want to stay safe, then I need to sit here, the core of my being. Right? So we can take a few minutes, maybe meditate again, and try to be in this space, very quiet space. And again create that energy that everyone is looking for. Okay? You all are ready? Yes? Okay. So let's together create this thought. Very silently in the mind that I am originally a very peaceful being. My true nature is that of peace. Peace is my precious property. And somewhere I had lost it. Even I forgot that I used to have this, and that it resides within. I've been looking for peace, love, happiness externally. But I was never able to find it. And now I know how to access that peace. So let go of everything from the past or the future. Bring yourself to the present moment with this new understanding, with this new information. Look at yourself using your third eye. Through which you can see your real identity, the core. You are a being that is always peaceful, and this being is very light. So for a few moments, let go of all the labels. Forget about your name, your profession, your race, your nationality, your religion, everything. Just put them aside as if you have no awareness of all these. Right now, in this moment, the only awareness that you have is that you are a soul, a being that is very light. So see yourself as a little lamp that is lighted up. And this lamp is full with peace, love, happiness, It is spreading light of peace, light of love, light of courage, light of hope. And as you use your third eye, you are able to see your original self very clearly. You know that this is who you are, the core of your being. There is little lamp that is sparkling. This is the place of safety for you. You can always come to this place to feel comfortable, to feel relaxed. So stay here in this space, feeling very light. And as you become aware of your lightness, from this space, you can even invoke the light of God. God is light. From this space, you can receive God's light. God's light is full with all these energies, energy of peace, love, compassion. So take this moment to connect with that unlimited source of peace and feel as if his rays of peace, his rays of love, his rays of hope are falling upon you. Giving you beautiful experience, empowering you, enlightening you, making you feel very safe, very hopeful, very fearless. There is no fear because God's light is with you, protecting you from the strong winds that is out there in the world. You are very safe in His divine presence. So just take this moment to absorb His divine peace, His divine love. And as you receive His love, you can also share this positive energy with everyone else. use your mind to send this energy to all the brothers and sisters around the globe who are stuck in the storm. They can also come into this space and feel safe. The core of the being.